new news that might not have hit the websites yet. The websites, you nerd. Oh my god, he's so cooked. Let's get it, bro. Here's the single most important thing that most people are missing. Kamalia is dead. There is no functioning Iranian government with the authority to negotiate and enforce a ceasefire agreement. Iran's Ministry of Intelligence reached out to the CIA, but who has the political legitimacy to actually sign off a deal? Who controls the IRGC? That leadership vacuum alone adds weeks of uncertainty before any binding agreements is even possible. You can't have a ceasefire if the other side doesn't have a coherent chain of command. PNI ceasefire scenario, okay. Bottom line of timeline. The honest answer is most likely 3 to 6 weeks from today before any meaningful resolution. That means roughly mid-March to mid-April. Okay. So let's go ahead here and say this. All right, based off our analysis, we think this war is going to go for 3 to 6 more weeks from today. The World War III thing that's going on with the Hormuz closed, the ships being closed, the oil war that's going on here on March 4th, 2026. Anyways, what is the best exposure we can get to this? Okay, so with the gold stuff, a couple weeks ago, we had those 10 Sigma moves. In retrospect, the play was an option because then you have limited downside. Futures is tough. Futures is tough. Okay, so if the thesis here is oil to 100, are there oil options out there? Because that will be a better play for most people as they get to limit their downside, right? If you trade the futures market, you can lose unlimited. So yeah, just go ahead and tell me short and concise what the oil exposure via options are and also the gold exposure. Those two things. Thank you. Okay, so she's searching Twitter for some new things. 3 to 6 weeks, mid-March to mid-April. So we got to be locked here, dude. We got to be locked for the next whatever. But this is the good part of this is the only no. Stop. There's nothing good about war, first off. Nothing good about war. But I was going to say the only good part of having this clown as our president is he telegraphs everything. He tells us straight up. He tells us, and most people are like too big into their like how much they hate the guy, and like I don't like the guy either. But the one great thing about him is he's a fucking big head, and he tells us exactly what's going on. He tells us this is about to happen. I'm not doing this, or he like telegraphs like he's telegraphing right now that he's like, okay, at first it's gonna be 4 weeks, but now it's gonna be 5 weeks, and you know how he is. So that's the greatest part of this president. It's the only good part. The only good part. Let's be real. Y'all motherfuckers is so cooked. I can't believe you guys switched on us. I can't believe you guys switched on us. Half you tech bros out there were hardcore non-Trump until he started swinging money in your face. You guys can be purchased. It's sad. Incels, dude. Incels. If you always were a Republican, I have nothing negative to say about you. Nothing. I don't care your values or whatever. But if you were a Democrat before and you got swung by Trump, you got fleeced. And I really don't, I couldn't care less. I got friends that are hardcore Trumpies. I got friends that are hardcore fucking Bernies. So I just think kind people are kind people. And there's, you know, I don't care who you support. Support who you want to support. Just don't switch up. That's it. So I'm talking to the VCs. I'm talking to all the SF VCs, honestly. I'm talking about those goons, the ones that have the power in this world that switched up in public